So today has finally arrived, the very first event of HEW, brought to you from the fantastic Sheffield City Hall. Back to my roots, back to where I actually once worked in this very venue. So it is with great pleasure for me to be hosting this event today to a room of delegates and attendees that are looking to come and understand what value they have within themselves and how they need to be putting themselves first and having the importance of putting themselves first, their health first, before they are transferring all of their time, their energy and their investment into their businesses. Because without getting the right foundations correctly, then who are we really? How are we really operating? Not necessarily to our best self, and that's what this event is all about today. I have said, you only get out of something what you put in. So some house rules, recommendations. It's rules in terms of this is what I'm telling you should do to get the most out of today, but I've not got a whip. Okay, I'm not being a headmistress. If you don't want to do it, you don't want to think in that way, absolutely fine. But all I can say to you is I recommend that you do. So be open-minded. How many times are we open-minded, or are we just closed off thinking that we know the best way? Nobody can tell me any different. I'm on the right track, I know what I'm doing. Get out my face with this advice, get out my face with that. Be open-minded, because you never know how much you can then pick up and learn and take away, and it can just change and completely change how you operate on a day-to-day basis. Any moment that I feel any negativity, I will be like headmistress and you'll be stood out on the corridor. I've got no time for it. We all want to succeed, don't we? We all want more. We all want to start achieving more, whether it's be more happy every day, be more consistent with our work, be more productive, be more creative. Sit back down, stand back up again, and tell everyone with the conviction and the confidence of what you freaking achieved. I do have the smart asses that say to me, yeah, no, but if I earn a lot, it doesn't matter because I've got a good health insurance and I'll just pay for private medical care. Oh well, good luck to you then. You carry on being and taking your health for granted as much as you want. Your true success comes from yourself with your health, the right foundations in place to be able to enjoy the fruits of your labour. If not, why freaking bother? You are your own strategy. Why? Because you can't make an external strategy work if you don't. You certainly can't make it work if you're not healthy, if you're not here in fit and sound mind and body. So we're just doing a task now in the room on inner dialogue, inner self-talk and self-limiting beliefs. What do we actually tell ourselves, either the thoughts that flick in and out of our heads every single day, every minute of every day, to let ourselves off with something, an excuse, a green light. What is it? Are we telling ourselves, are we our own demon, or are we our own cheerleader? And then self-limiting beliefs as well, that we've predicated and constructed over time, that's then deeply rooted into our foundations, telling ourselves that we can't do something, that we're not good enough to do something. Then when the guys have identified exactly what they're telling themselves, we're then going to flip that around using a tool called opposition thinking to get them thinking differently, to then be constructive through their thoughts and make it proactive and positive for them to apply into their day. Think about your health, think about your fitness, think about your nutrition, your rest, your sleep, your prioritization of you as an individual. We know that we should be doing something and taking action on something, what are we actually depending on? What are we relying on? Are we relying on our own methods of discipline and our habits and behaviours of being disciplined, or are we relying on motivation and some of the kind of the feel good, the nice stuff, and when we actually feel like taking action? There's a huge difference between them. I'm interested to know how these attendees act and react on a daily basis. Become aware of how important your discipline is.
I've never ever looked at those two words as a verse before, so like I've never really thought discipline and motivation. I never thought of that, and discipline to me is negative and bad and like being told off, and I avoid that like the plague. I do everything that's in the motivation side, the dreamy, the just not being told what to do, and that freedom. So I have this, obviously I feel like the light bulb is that I have this relationship with the discipline, hence why I'm not going to the gym, hence why I'm not doing the things that I don't want to do, because I don't want, it's like someone's telling me I should, even though I'm telling myself I should. But yeah, it's I never realised the negative impact it had until I actually looked at that in that way. Today's been really good actually, exactly what I needed. I have been for a long time telling myself I need to think more about myself and my health, and I always put it off. I'm always last, so this has really helped me to think of things and actually think more deeply about everyday stuff. So it's really helped me, and I would recommend it to anyone that has a busy life that thinks they don't have time for themselves to join.
Yeah, very good day. I've done some one-to-one coaching before with Helen, so it's just reiterated what we've done before, and really sort of get me back on the wagon, get me focused on my own training, my own business.
It's been brilliant, really good. It's been really good to kind of look at the whole process of what we're doing, and just setting yourself some small goals that are actually for you and not just for business. So it's been quite good to do that.
Educational in a way where I can sort myself moving forward, give me a plan.
Helen's delivery is fantastic, makes it fun, very engaging, very enjoyable, takes a little bit of the seriousness away from it, but also it gives you that good in-depth information.
Brilliant, yeah, absolutely brilliant. We're engaging, listening, and yeah, we're brilliant.
I mean, I've had one-to-one coaching with Helen, which is really good, but it's also really good to kind of ask yourself those questions and hearing other people's perspectives as well, and kind of their challenges and what they struggle with, and you know, knowing that you're not on your own with certain things as well. So no, it's really good to do it as a group as well.
I think it was beautiful. 6 people, it was more personally, and I think you achieve more because you can talk and see everybody's thoughts about that.
It's, everyone's sharing their own experience, their thoughts. It kind of makes you feel like you're not the only one. You think, because there's stages where you think, am I the only one that's got this fighting talk in my head? But when you hear other people who are experiencing it, it's kind of reassuring.
Biggest takeaway, again, focus on me first, you first, as it is, hashtag you first, and trust in the process, and stick to it.
Yeah, give myself a kick up the arse, which I thought I'd need somebody there to do that, but I think with what I've been given, helps me to go away and implement it.
Very good, very useful. Biggest thing for me, I suppose, was the accountability. I've told Helen what I've got to do, so now the next time I see her in May, it means I've got to have done it.
Looking at the process model and how you can work through that, and actually identifying the areas where you're going to have your biggest challenges, and just knowing that you need to get through those, and you know you will get to your results and your focus at the end of it. So that was very, very useful.
The whole looking at the discipline thing, my relationship with that word, I didn't realise was what was kind of stopping me. It's like figuring out the barriers and stuff like that, finding out answers that I never thought were the answers, if you know what I mean.
So today's been an absolute fantastic success then. Yes, there were nerves this morning, yes, there was excitement this morning, but today I can't have asked for it to have gone in any better way. Off the back of all the attendees being very, very engaging, being very honest and open-minded, they have been able to take the best information and the best theories and the best value away from today's event. So they have now got a plan of action to take away and keep themselves accountable for moving forward. It's not just all about the knowledge, it's not just all about turning up, it's about the application that you do away from these rooms.